So now we have to do exercise 3.7, question number 7 and part number 1. We have to find out the value of x and y here. So these two values we have to find out. Now for finding out the values of x and y, these two are the linear equations and you have three methods to solve these kind of equations, but the problem here is you don't have any constant here. Here you are again, in spite of 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, you have p, q and so on, right? So but because we have to find out x and y, so you can apply any one method out of the three methods. So I'm doing this question by using cross multiplication method, right? So for applying the cross multiplication method, I told you that we have to write the coefficient in the form of b, c, a, b. And can you tell me what is the meaning of b, c, a, b? B means the coefficient of y. C means
constant.
The constant terms, and a means
Coefficient of x.
Coefficient of x, and again the b meaning of b is the coefficient of y. So we have to write all the coefficient and the constant term in this sequence, and then we'll apply the cross multiplication method. So first of all b, that means q minus p. Then c, p minus q and p plus q. Then a, p, q. Then this b, q, p. And after writing all these coefficients, we have to write here. What we have to write here? What we have to write here? X. Here? Y. And here?
-1.
-1. Okay. Now we'll write it like x upon, and we have to multiply it in a cross way. Q into p plus q. So q into p is pq. Q into q is plus q square. Plus 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 q square. And we have to apply a minus sign here. Now multiply this minus p with p minus q. What I get? Minus p square minus minus plus p q. So now we have find out x upon. These are the values which you have to put in the denominator of x. After that we will put equal to y upon. And y upon what will come? The multiplication of these two, p minus q into q. What I get from here? pq minus q square. Again I have to put a sign of minus. Then multiply this p plus q with p. So p square and plus pq. Now we have to find out the third one, and that is for -1. -1 upon. It should be p into minus p. That is minus p square. This sign of minus we have to put by ourselves, and q into q. That is q square. So now we'll just solve it little. pq and minus pq. If I open up the bracket, what I get? This is minus minus plus p square minus plus minus pq, and here you get these two terms. They will cancel out each other, and y upon pq minus q square minus p square and minus pq. Here again, can we cancel out any terms?
PQ.
Of course, yes, pq and minus pq. And this will equals to minus 1 upon. Can I take something common here?
Minus.
Minus what I get inside. It will be
Plus.
p square plus q square, and again we will cancel out these two, symbol of minus. Now what I get here, this will be equals to x upon p square plus, yes,
Q square.
q square equals to y upon. Here again, take the common minus. What I get inside? I get q square plus p square equals to, now it is equals to 1 upon p square plus q square. Now we'll take first and last term. So it will be x by p square plus q square equals to 1 upon p square plus q square, and x will be this p square plus q square come here in the right hand side, and they will cancel out each other and we'll get x equals to 1. Similarly, if we'll take these two together, so I can find out the value of y from there, and we'll have y upon minus p square plus q square equals to 1 upon p square plus q square. This whole will cancel out and y equals to minus 1. So y equals to 1, minus 1 and x equal to 1 are the answers, are the solutions of the given linear equations.